Hey guys, another year has come to an end. This year I was able to review 41 games for both the Wii and GameCube. There were a lot of great games I reviewed, but now it's time to see which ones were the best. So here we go, it's time for FreQuency's Top 10 Best Games Reviewed of 2010. Now here are the rules for this countdown. Number 1, multiple games of the same franchise and style cannot be put into the list. And number 2, the overall fun factor I received is the basis for this countdown, not scores and titles. If you would like an explanation of these two rules, please watch my past top 10 lists, as I've already explained them twice. Alright, let's get started. Number 10! Red Steel 2. This game was way better than its prequel. The Wii Motion Plus actually detects your sword swings accurately for most of your attacks, instead of just flailing the Wiimote like in the original Red Steel. Plus, having the privilege of switching out your gun for your sword at any time was a huge step up. This game was pretty addicting and fun thanks to the Wii Motion Plus. If you didn't like the original Red Steel, you should give Red Steel 2 a chance. It's the game Red Steel 1 tried to be. Number 9! Sonic Riders. Now I've heard a lot of people complain about this game, and if you're one of them, that's okay. However, I am not one of these people. I found this game to be very fun, mainly due to the great sense of speed. Now, I will admit, this game can be frustrating when you first start playing. However, since I stuck with it, I really enjoy it. This is one of the fastest racers I've played, and once you've mastered the tracks, it can become very fun, especially when racing your friends. I don't think this game receives enough credit, and people are too picky with it. I believe if you take the time, it can be a very fun game. Number 8! The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. You don't have to be a fan of The Lord of the Rings to enjoy this game. If you like turn-based RPGs, you will like this one. There are so many weapons and armor pieces for the 6 characters to choose from, custom stats, special skills and spells, and a good story to boot. Playing co-op is pretty fun as well. However, since you usually have 3 characters out at a time, one of you will get to control 2 and the other player controls 1. But it really doesn't affect the overall gameplay. This game is great, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who enjoys a great turn-based RPG. Number 7! Pikmin 2. If you like the original Pikmin, then you will definitely enjoy this game. It's very similar to the original, however there were many minor upgrades. You can now complete tasks faster with the help of another character, and there are 2 new Pikmin, each with their own unique traits and abilities. There's also a battle mode which can be very fun as well. This is a very addicting game and a definite must-have for anyone who's played Pikmin 1. Number 6! Beautiful Joe. I wish I had played this game sooner. This 2.5D side-scrolling beat-em-up is jam-packed with fun. Using special powers that basically bend time and space is very cool, and it's just so addicting. However, one of the main problems is that it is too short. Also, when you first start playing, you might give up on it due to the difficulty factor, especially for younger gamers. However, I strongly advise you to keep at it. This really is a great game. Number 5! Metroid Prime. This game was just awesome. Metroid Prime 2 and 3 are great as well, but there's something about the original Prime that just sticks out as the best of the 3. Now, interestingly enough, before I played Prime 3, I thought that game would be on this list. But I just felt like this game was more fun. There's so much to explore, collect, scan, fight, it's great. It will take you hours and hours to complete, so you are definitely getting your money's worth. This is a definite must-have for anyone's GameCube collection. Number 4! Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now before you say, "What the fuck?" try to understand that yes, I did give this game a 5 out of 5, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was the most fun game I played throughout 2010. Galaxy 2's score, and just like every game I review, was based on the fun factor, yes, but also what the game offered and how it executed it. The game is very, very fun, no question about that, but there are a few other games that I had more fun with and kept coming back to more than this game. So anyway, yes, this game is amazing, and it set the bar for 3D platformers. I found it to be better than its prequel, which was actually shocking to find out since Galaxy 1 was amazing as well. What makes this game so great? I think it's mainly the level designs. They're just outstanding and very creative. There's a lot of good to say about this game, and if you haven't played it yet, you are definitely missing out. Number 3! Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This was my favorite Sonic game up to date. I haven't played Sonic Colors yet at the time of this countdown, so I can't compare it yet. But anyway, this game is just awesome. Now, people have said that they don't like it for the treasure hunting and robot stages, and that's okay. I, however, like those stages, but they are definitely not as good as the speed stages. What makes me like this game even more is that there is a huge amount of replayability. I've spent so many hours into this game trying to get all A's on every mission, which can be very challenging, which makes me like this game even more. Plus, adding in a 2-player battle mode and a very addicting Chow World was a great move. This game is fantastic and I couldn't recommend it enough. Number 2! Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Before this game, I was never really interested in the Resident Evil series. However, I'm very interested now. Like Beautiful Joe, I wish I had played this game sooner. I've come back to play this many times over. It is so much fun. I don't know exactly why it's so addicting, it just is. This game is challenging and can be pretty scary at times. I love it! There are many extras as well which I didn't mention in my review, but let me tell you, they are very fun and it just adds to the overall fun factor of the game. It is definitely one of the best games I've ever played. Alright, we've now reached number 1, but before we go on, let's recap. Number 10, Red Steel 2. Number 9, Sonic Riders. Number 8, The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Number 7, Pikmin 2. Number 6, Beautiful Joe. Number 5, Metroid Prime. Number 4, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Number 3, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Number 2, Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. And now it's time for number 1, Rune Factory Frontier. Now this is an addicting game. It's a fusion of a sim game and a real-time RPG, and it works really well. The great thing I like about this game is that you control the time of when you want to progress in the story. You can harvest crops, socialize with the townsfolk, and just live a simple life if you want to. However, battling monsters is very fun too. I didn't know I was going to have so much fun with this game. There's so much to do, and it will most likely take you a very long time to complete. However, I wouldn't want to rush through it, since living the simple life in this game can be its own reward. The overall gameplay is just fantastic. Now, there was a pretty big flaw with it in my opinion, and that's the fact that you can't defend yourself in battle. This can become very frustrating, and I think it was a stupid move by the developers to not be able to defend yourself. However, I've learned how to cope with it. It does add to the difficulty factor, which I usually welcome in a game, but it can be very annoying at times. However, this is a fantastic game that I'm so glad I reviewed. I definitely recommend it to anyone, especially to those who enjoyed Harvest Moon games. The overall gameplay and supreme addictiveness of the Sim RPG is just amazing and awesome, and that's why it's number 1 on the list. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like to once again say thank you to my family and all my subscribers who supported me throughout the years. Thank you very much to all of you. I've had another great year of reviewing Wii and GameCube games, and I hope we all have a happy new year. See you in 2011!